Oh. Okay, my name's Kaylin Dixon. I am graduating with a general engineering degree and also pre-med emphasis, and I'm from Walton, Indiana, so a farm, middle of nowhere. But
My name is Evan England. I'm a public policy leadership major, and I'm from just outside Chattanooga, Tennessee, in a small town called Jasper.
I went on a random SEC tour with my friends, and we came and visited Ole Miss, and I had it on a ranking of the college campuses with the most flowers, and it was the highest. And then I applied just for fun, and I got the most scholarship. I got more scholarships to go here than in state.
I knew I wanted to do something with politics, and Ole Miss offered a great public policy leadership program that was kind of sponsored by former Senate Majority Leader Trent Lott. And I came and visited and fell in love with the program and fell in love with campus and fell in love with the people in the small town. Yeah, and so that's kind of ended up at Ole Miss. And same as Kaylin, it was cheaper for me to go, or about the same for me to go here as it would have been to go somewhere like University of Tennessee. So I would just describe the Oxford Lodge as like this house that's always open 24/7. It's always going to be welcoming, and there's always going to be people here. There's going to be community. It's just a place that's kind of like by students and for students. So it came around my junior year, yeah. And so it was like a really easy place to invite people to, a really easy place to welcome people in. A place to meet people that I may not see or that go to other campus ministries. And it's a really easy place to invite freshmen to, because it's a place where freshmen and upperclassmen can meet, and that's what I think is one of the more beautiful things about it.
I feel like the lodge and the community that it's created and fostered is such a cool picture of heaven. Just because I started doing Young Life freshman year, got placed as leader sophomore year, and I never would have met the RUF people or the BSU people or other areas of campus that are in this larger Christian circle and network but don't overlap with mine. And I would never really spend time with them, but I do here. I do at the lodge. And so it's cool because you see all these different people who have the same mission as you. They just go about it in a different way, and you get to spend time with them and be friends with them. And I especially feel like it would have been a game changer for me my freshman year. I remember telling my roommate that I just craved a couch. I was like, because you're in the dorm and it's either you're on your bed or you're in this super uncomfortable desk chair and you live in a shoebox. And it's I just wanted to be in a house on a couch with people, more than just me and my roommate sitting awkwardly in a room. So I feel like it's just fostered such a great place for them to feel comfortable and kind of like Evan said, where you walk in and there's people waiting for you. And I had something similar when I was in a sorority, but the people here I feel like are asking you how you're doing, and they care to hear about you and who you are, and less about rehashing what happened last night, or I just felt like I would come in and be a spectator there, but here I felt like I could come in and get to know my friends better, or just do what I'm usually.
Yeah, and so the plan currently is to go to seminary after that, and I'm not sure if I wanted to get my master's in counseling and become a counselor, or if I would like to go and get my master's in divinity to become a campus minister and work more with college students.
So I'm headed to a fellowship program in North Carolina. Is the goal. But then before that, I'm applying to medical school so that hopefully I can go to medical school after. And long-term goal is medical missions, but we'll see how that ends up.
I'm going into ministry after this. I'm gonna be an RUF intern, at least for the next 2 years. And one of the things I think about as I'm looking for somewhere to live is I'm thinking I need to have somewhere to host people. Because welcoming people to a place like a house that has, a couch or a coffee table and is homey, the importance of that. Just like ministry happens in inviting and in comfortable spaces like homes.
It's kind of random, but I feel like the lodge has given me opportunity to be creative a lot the past 2 years. We have open mic night, and I'm so scared of performing in front of people, but it like gives me this like excuse and opportunity to. And I even started like writing my own songs because it made me feel more creative. Or like in between classes, there was like a watercoloring event, and I got a watercolor tulips, and I don't normally paint. I don't have the time to be creative. It's just really good for me, I've learned, so I want to incorporate that into my life as I continue to go. I don't want to be too busy for creativity because of how vital I've seen it in the past couple of years here. I think that having something like the lodge on campus where you don't have to be Greek affiliated to go and sit in a house and like feel comfortable and do your schoolwork and do it around people who you trust and care about, and that also just extends the reach of the lodge and the impact to more students on campus who maybe can't drive out here because they don't have cars freshman year because they're international students, and so they don't have cars to get out here, or just if they haven't heard about it, they physically see it. I feel like having a building close to campus would be so beneficial to getting students out there.
Yeah, as the Ole Miss brand grows, we're bound to have more and more out-of-state students come. And a lot of those out-of-state students don't have cars. I mean, and so that would be huge to have something close to campus. And that would just like lead to so much more community.
The Lord has used y'all greatly here. I'm very thankful for that.
Thank you, Bill.
And I think y'all have actually been good stewards of the lodge. I mean, you've definitely enjoyed it. I'm aware of that, but because of you, other people have enjoyed it. And so that's a true gift. And so thank you.
Thank you, Bill.
Peace of Christ.